Last 30 seconds. We're going to start this thing. If you're not in, exclamation mark play. We'll put you in. Hello to Eddie, the Endgame Magician. Oh, Hanson Eric is here. Uh-oh. Hanson Eric is here. He says he's here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. All right, we're starting. Okay, folks. We're dropping down on this beautiful sunny day here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we see at the front here, TH Toaster already ready. TN Con is way out in the lead, but there are going to be a lot of DNFs, folks. So pace yourself. Well, Sean Kerrigan, don't pace yourself like that. Let's go a little bit faster, maybe. Oh, we see Yasser Serwan spotted in the middle here, frolicking with some of the regulars. Okay. Some good speed there at the front. Hanson Eric as well. And if we take note of who's at the back, unsurprisingly, it's Hikaru's Boner. All right. Our Hudson, way at the front. A clear leader here. Our Hudson is about as far away from Hikaru's Boner as he could possibly be. I mean, I think anyone can find that strategy to be fair. Now, our Hudson. Someone's going to come in with a head of steam here. There they are. Oh, but they got slowed down. Our Hudson, I think you've got it, buddy. No one, surely no one can catch you. Oh, but what the hell happened to our Hudson? The guy's slow as hell. Holy smokes, Yasser Serwan just dove for the finish. Wait a minute, he got yeeted off. What a choke. Oh, our Hudson, unbelievable. And J-Bell's trying to drop in, but he's so slow that Adam Hartlover gets in there first. He's so goddamn slow at the end. Hikaru's Boner's still at the back. JL Pauls is bringing up the rear at the moment here. Hamster Ham, indubitably Josh, Mount Prime, Riblet. JL Pauls is so clearly at the back here. He's going to have to get a DNF. Let's see if he can manage. Mount Prime. All right, Mount Prime is in. So it's all JL Pauls. Can he get a DNF? Oh, no. He needs that right there. Oh, he missed it. Oh, wait a minute. He got DNF'd. I don't even know how that happened. God from up above just smited him down. Said, you will not finish this race. What in the hell happened there? How did he do that? We have no idea. We have no idea. Now, you guys are letting me know that Hikaru's Boner got a gifted sub. I see that. I see that. But still, not in last place. Not in last place. Mount Prime is indeed in last place after an insane DNF from JL Pauls. Yasser, I think you're down here with the boys. Tim Cannon, Yasser, Gory, you know, a lot of DNF energy. Yasser didn't have the stamina to stay on the track. So, Mount Prime, last place, and first place is Adam Hartlover. So naturally, we defer to first place, Adam Hartlover. Will it be a ban or no ban? Just a simple question. Oh, pre-move ban. Don't even have to double check. Not with a guy like that. Mount Prime. How are you there, Mount Prime? How you feeling today? Yeah. I was wondering when you were going to notice. Adam Hartlover immediately goes for the pre-move ban. And Mount Prime was panicking. You know, might need representation. Until he realized there's nothing to panic about. He's got that tier 3 in there for a rainy day. And guess what? Gonna need some umbrellas today. The tier 3 instant clapback. Adam Hartlover says, I don't care about tier 3. There was never a race that I do not go for a ban. Adam Hartlover, a 2.5-year sub, pre-moves the ban every single time, but guess what? He just ran into an Uno reverse. The tier 3 clapback, there will be no game, there will be no ban on Mount Prime. He's going to flip it back on first place. And that's right, Adam Hartlover, we will see you later. That's an immediate and instantaneous ban. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. We whet our appetite in marbles here with a nice ban. But some would say that we're not quite satisfied. We're not quite satiated. You know, we ultimately wanted a ban, but we got it, but we didn't really get it the way we wanted. You know? So I say we have to keep reaching for what we so desire. Exclamation mark play. Hello to young Anthony. Bad looks, thanks again for that gifted sub. It was a good try. What is this? This is marbles. This is marbles. Welcome, welcome. Exclamation mark play. Let's get this next one started in the next 20-30 seconds. Echoplex, thanks for the 22 months. Chespionage, 45-month resub. Welcome back, Chespionage. Oh, I'm ready for it, Dan the Man. I'm ready for it, buddy. Let's get this race underway. Also, Dan the Man, exclamation mark NBA. Link should work. Hopefully we can try to draft that tomorrow night if you want to get in there. That's our $50 league. But I'm ready for a big Leaf stub. Go Leafs! Yeah, the date's not set for tomorrow night. It's whenever we can fill it, but we were thinking of tomorrow night. But yeah, it's not set yet, so. Still TBD. Probably not, J-Bell. I'm watching a different UFC. I'm watching your buddy Dusty. You can't see first place? Well, then, I think you should probably go a little bit faster, Anthony. You might have a better view. If your marble wasn't so fucking trash, then that might not be a problem for you. Wow, Dosai, pre-move ban. Some high energy there. Holy smokes. Okay, Omer lost moves? No, Omer went too hard. Too hard. Whoa. Jeez, these plebs. Wait a minute. Hikaru's boner. What the hell? This guy got a boost. Mount Prime. Wait a minute. Did Mount Prime just go from 0 to hero? This guy finished in last place. And he banned someone. Now is he going for the coveted chest bra triple crown? The triple crown has only been done once in the history of marbles. The triple crown is finishing in last place and banning someone, finishing in first place and banning someone, and then finishing in 69th place. And those races have to be consecutive. And that has been done once before. And it is on the table for Mount Prime. The ever elusive triple crown, and the DNF line is coming. So hang on a sec. A lot of people are going to get yoinked up by this DNF. Who's going to be the last one? Poker Chess? Oh, I think Poker Chess may have DNF'd. It's going to be very close. A lot of DNFs at the last minute there. Mount Prime, first place. Congratulations, bud. Ban or no ban? A simple question. Mount Prime already knows that if he wants a shot at the Triple Crown, he needs to guarantee successful prosecution. And he'd like to request the services of Yasser Serwan. Yasser's known to be a successful prosecutor. He also commands a sturdy fee. A little bit more than Eddie's 1 sub. But we scroll down and we find out who is potentially at risk. And it is Ivift. Is that an I, an L? Never know. Mangus Carlos N. Mangus Carlosen. Congrats on your 69th, my friend. Very well done. So, you've been banned. Would you like to stand your ground and stand trial? Lviv. Yep, sure. Hey, good energy. Yep, sure. I like it. Mount Prime is looking to hire Yasser. Yasser is going to have to prepare his bamboo stick as Mount Prime prepares documentation to be signed by all parties. Myself, I command a very, very serious 25 sub fee. You know, I've never lost a prosecution except to Pranav, Yospam, probably Anthony. But other than all the times where I didn't, I did. Let it be known. I've quaked the record. And that's a 25er. So we'll let you, Mount Prime, decide what Yasser's fee should be. Currently with a 100% prosecution record. And let's not forget, We're talking about someone who has, in person, shaken hands with Dan the Man. Big Dan. I'm just going to go out and say it. Not everyone has done that. Thanks, Bad Looks, for another gifted sub. So we'll see if Mount Prime exceeds 25 and wants to get Yasser in here. A big hire. What is he worth to Mount Prime, who's going for the trifecta right now? He says, you know what? Make it a 40. Yasser Serwan has been so very officially hired. He's never not prosecuted. And Mount Prime wants him on his side. Mount Prime, you have Yasser in your pocket, so to speak. Theo, welcome back for 41 months. Yaz, as usual, I'll need you and your opponent both to log on to chess.com/play/online and let me know your chess.com usernames. So that's for Yasser and Lvivk. Same username. Noted, noted. We head over to the Octagon, where everything gets decided. GM Yaz at the ready. All right, well, chess.com/play/online for the both of you. And if you wait there, I will start the game. Bamboo stick in hand. Oh, no. It's not what you want to hear if you're against him. All right. Here we go. Ooh, a 1932. No wonder he was feeling froggy. That guy can play, man. We got a game on our hands. It's a 3-minute game, so Yaz could definitely be flagged here. Let's see how he handles it. He's giving him a run for his money here. Yaz is rerouting. He's got the knights. He's probably going to go for something like this. Yasser's playing fast. Jeez. Look at these guys over here. Now, White normally wants to go for F4, but that's just not an idea here. And after taking... Oh man, I'm already concerned with stuff like this in the air. I'm not sure that White should have done that. Usually you want to leave that pawn nice and sturdy there as long as possible. And Yaz is just building up that pressure. So unpleasant. Oh! Yasser's giving him the old 1-2. The left hook, the right hook. Ouch! Oh man, this is looking painful already. Now, how's he going to take it? Or is he going to take it? Let's wait and see. Remember, Yaz he's been hired. Mount Prime looking on. Hopefully you like what you see, buddy. Knight E5. Yaz is not letting up. He says, give me that pony on D3. Whew. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Yasser the pawn grabber. He can take it 3 ways, and he hasn't done it yet. Hey, I think that's a good move there. Definitely a decent idea. Yaz is going to pop in and take that. I mean, I think we'll see this. Has to be the only idea. Otherwise, you're just losing material. So, yep. And Yaz is going to hang on to the bishops, baby. This is a well-placed knight, but maybe it's going to be targeted next. Oh, and not, I mean, Yasser is such a pawn grabber. He doesn't even play this move first. Look at this guy. He's ridiculous. He played queen d6. I can't believe Yasser. What a dirty pawn grabber. That's unreal. Knight there, and I think there's going to be a mass amount of trades now. This also brings maybe that idea into play. I think he's just going nice and simple, saying, look, let me take, and call it a day. Call it a day. Oh my goodness. Of course, Yasser, of course. Maybe this? He still has 2 minutes, exactly. G6, look at Yaz. He's not budging. He doesn't want to go take that pawn, not yet. He says, let me make an escape square, by the way, on the opposite color of the bishop. Pro tip. And this one is gonna hurt. Oof. Maybe he might even play that one. He goes right in with rook d2. Can't go wrong there. He's gonna freeze the lad here. And I think it might be a push him baby moment. It is a push him baby moment. Ouch. Yaz is looking to hurt him. Oof. Oof. That's a massive KO from Big Yaz. The bamboo stick was out. If you got the bamboo stick emote, now's the time to use it. Because Yaz definitely has his bamboo stick out. Feel free to join him. GG, and a great fight by the opponent. Hey, you got a game against Yasser, buddy. You're going to get a ban for it. But you did get a game in. And I think you played a decent one. Very good game. It is going to be a ban. Eddie wants to guess the accuracy of the game. All right. You guys can all try to guess the accuracy of that game. What do you think? Yasser's accuracy, that is. Lviv, you're going for 69 for yourself. All right, noted. Noted. Let's have a look. $90.9. Subham said 91. Let me go to who answered first. Subham said 91. Oh, Hallie606 said 91. Sean Kerrigan 91.4. Way off. Donwa as well. There it is. There it is. 90.9. Go Yaz. All right, we're going to issue our ban. Yasser, you prosecuted successfully. Mount Prime, you also prosecuted successfully. This is as much a win for you. Your hired gun took care of it. It's a ban. And he has the honor of saying he has been banned by GM Yasser Sarawon. Now, we actually must do another race. We must. We have to, because Mount Prime is going for the Triple Crown. So we have to do one more race. If he gets 69th place, that's something special. Mount Prime is officially in the race. He has joined. Exclamation mark play. Yasser, that was a nice game, buddy. The people were impressed at your patience in grabbing all the pawns, actually. Thought you would munch them up sooner. And thank you again very much to Mount Prime for the 40 subs. Super generous, guaranteed the best prosecution, the best representation. Thank you to Mount Prime. CSC 1993, thanks for the 2 months. Exclamation mark play if you want to get in here. This is a big race for Mount Prime. Can he do it? Remember, he doesn't want to win. He actually wants to come 69th. So we're going to see if he can do it. Got to refill the water here. This is an important race. Got to have all my vocal cords intact. Mouth can't be parched, you know. This is a big moment. All right, we're gonna start. 10 seconds. Last chance to get in. Exclamation mark play. All right, here we go. Keep your eye on Mount Prime. Now first, let's look at the track. Whoa. Okay, I don't think there should be too many DNFs here. Vampire Rage is in the lead. It's going to be a long jump in. Let's go around the outside here. Around the outside, around the outside. All right. Here we go. Best view in the house, folks. This is what it all comes down to. You don't want to see Mount Prime's name too close to the front here. But you also don't want to see him too close to the back. There are a few people still back there. Let me know if you see Mount Prime's name. Poker Chess, Vampire Rage Twitch. You can still get yeeted even at the finish line. I think there were 128 people in the race. There seems to be a pile up here. Total pile up. There's Yasser. I still haven't seen Mount Prime's name, honestly. Wait a minute. Is Yasser trying to skip ahead? Yasser, are you trying to cut the line, buddy? Yasser, once again, does not finish the race. And look at this thing. Holy smokes. Darkbone gets in for the victory. Well done, Darkbone. Holy smokes, this thing is just smacking people in the mouth. Whoa, some people are getting absolutely knocked back. What the heck? Okay. Jesus. This is an aggressive finish line here. Eddie the Endgame Magician drops in. Hikaru's boner right behind him. No surprise. Oh, Anthony just gets absolutely smacked out of here. Washed adult. Chess dude guy. Our RL. New Chloe babes. Is new Chloe gonna jump in? Holy hell. Absolutely not. What the hell is that finish? Whoa. I actually don't know who's in last place. I know that Darkbone's in first, though. I know that we can trust Darkbone in first, and I know that Yasser didn't finish the race. All is right with the world. Now, did Mount Prime do it? Because guess what? Did anyone see Mount Prime DNF? Does anyone see him in the top 20 here? Did anyone see him at the end? I'm just saying. He might be right in the middle. He might be right in the middle. I still don't see him. We're at 40. I still don't see him. We are at 50, and I don't see him. No. Did he do it? What do you think? Did he do it? We're at 50, and I don't see him. There's Tim at 54. We're at 57 and I don't see him. Did he do it? Oh. Mount Prime. He got the wrong 9. 59. Oh. 59. But thankfully, if you donate 10 subs, we'll call it 69. We go down to find out that Dosai is in last place. Uh-oh is right. Uh-oh is right. Well, I can tell you that the real 69th was Christopher Cup. Christopher Cup. And Dosai in last place. Darkbone. Ban. Barely have to check. Dosai, you've been banned. You're giving me the username, which means you're ready to play. Darkbone, are you ready? Mount Prime, I'd say you did pretty well. You were in last place. You got the ban with the tier 3 clapback. First place, you got none other than Yasser to represent you getting the ban as well. And you came 59th when you needed 69. Damn. All right. Well, we're going to head over. Darkbone and Dosai. Chess.com/play/online is where you need to be. Here we go. Dosai coming in hot with the 1112 rating. Best of luck to you. Because Darkbone at 1992, he means business. And he wants this ban. Honestly, I was thinking the same thing, Airbus driver. Shout out to these guys for doing that. And here we go. It looks like a nice move to attack the queen, but this is actually just going to be a big weakness on that square. Huge weakness. Honestly, it was okay, slightly passive with the pawn on c3, but with the pawn on c4, a4, kind of nasty. But Dosai's hanging in there, and Darkbone is not playing the most accurately. There's still some hope here. Yasser says white is seizing the defensive. Well, how about this move for you, Yaz? d4 and, you know, Dosai is trying to say hello in the center. Nice counterattack. Very good move by the 1000, the 1100. Trying to have their moment here. Bishop is attacked. Lots to think about here. All right, the bishop goes back. This is a tough position for white to navigate. He goes knight f3. I think that's a reasonable move. But how do you react to this one? Queen c1, another good one, I think. Another good one. Okay, bishop c5. You know, definitely not the best move. There were some other ones available there, but hey, shout out to white for coming up with a plan and just going for it, not spending too much time. Okay, he's going for trades. That's fine. There were some other moves that he could have played there, but can't hate on him for this. He is just bringing things to the center, going for trades. Can't fault him for it. I wonder how Dosai's speed is as well. I'm also curious. Like, is he going to be able to compete at the end of the game? So far, so good. Staying even on time, even on position. I mean, this is fantastic. All right, now is crunch time. Now is crunch time. Can he navigate what could be a very spicy tactical position here? So far, so good. So far, so good. Time is still even. He's even got an extra pawn. Amazing. Queen attacked. Oh my goodness. Knight g5, and there was at minimum a draw. And a draw would be enough to win the match. But with the knight on h4, all of a sudden, oh, it could be going downhill now. Knight g5 was all that was needed. Amazing. Queen d6, okay. Knight g5 was all that was needed there. Damn. Bishop c2. King here. What is that? What the heck? Oh my goodness. This is now a little bit out of hand here for white. What a good try. What a good try. Black spots a tactic, and that might be the end of it all. That's the move that was needed before. May as well play this. Only attempt. Oh my goodness, I can't believe the 1,112 could have defended against the ban with one single move. After check, king h7, knight g5. Now, it's one thing to win it, but you don't have to win it. When you're defending a ban, all you need is a draw, and this would have been a draw right here. Oh my goodness. There was a real chance on the board there. Now, of course, it's winning as well, but let's say that, yeah, it is tough to find maybe the winning sequence, bishop c1. That's a tricky move, but if you just play knight f7, knight g5, that would be a draw. That would be enough. Side, you came goddamn close. That was an impressive attempt. Darkbone ultimately spots the tactic that matters, wins the queen, and wins the game. Side, it is going to be a ban for you. But I have to say, I think you impressed the good folk around here. At 1,100, you really held your ground against a 2,000 and damn near pulled it off. So you can take this ban with honor, but it'll be a ban nonetheless. Side, they're out of here. Very good play indeed. Orwell86, thank you for the 30 months. Yeah, a pretty good attempt, I have to say. Definitely died with honor there. All right, guys, we're in luck. We are in luck. Condor Hero, thank you for the 17 months with Prime. We have time for one single last race, but it will be the last one. Because in about 20 minutes, we might have some chess TV that we need to play that game called chess for. Remember that? Remember that thing? I don't want to get caught with the marbles on the screen. So, one more for McNaster. One more. Exclamation mark play. Last one, last marbles race, regardless of what happens. We've been blessed today. We've got nothing but bans. Bans everywhere. Can we keep the streak alive and end it on a ban as well? That's right, Yasser. I do enough of that already. Exclamation mark play. Why is Yasser not participating in the race? What kind of nonsense are you talking? Yasser's been in every race, including this one. Should be a ban for that comment right there. Chicken pants. Just in time, buddy. I think Yasser has been in every race, but I'm not sure he's finished a single race. All right. This might be our Highest participation yet. You see? As soon as you say it's the last race, everyone's like, oh no, wait for me. Exclamation mark play. Let's get 150 in here. That's a nice number. All you have to do is type exclamation mark play in chat. So easy. Dark Mark 23. Appreciate the 5 months with Twitch Prime. What's this for? That's exactly what you're going to find out when you type exclamation mark play. Oh, Dark Mark is straight in. We need 5 more. What's this not for? Exactly, Chicken Pants. Come on. This is what it's all about. You shouldn't be questioning it. How hard can it be? I don't know, Yaz, but all I'm going to say is that Hikaru's boner is in here somewhere. All right, let's begin. Whoa, I don't even think I've seen this track before. Okay. All right. Who's going to be at the back? Yaz is swirling around in there. Finally goes down. Tim near the back. Boodog, Hella, Shizno, Venus Chess, and near the front, Old Milwaukee, No Recoil, Orwell. A Petkov, I mean, just going so slowly. Anthony's coming in there to take the lead, but he will have some competition from the Octans and Treble with chest space. Nicholas Dozen trying to rep the mods here. Put these subs in line. I mean, Wona way at the front. And anyone up there? No. Who's at the back? No. Don't tell me it's going to be Mount Prime. Tim Cannon and Chicken Pants are going real slow. Vips at the back. Meanwhile, Anthony is chasing. And didn't I say? Hikaru's boner was in here somewhere. And would you look at that? Hikaru's boner is looking to come first. Let's see if Anthony can stop that from happening. Hikaru's boner is currently in the lead, but A. Petkov has taken over. And that is a crucial moment as the finish line is right here. A. Petkov and Anthony. It looks like it's going to be A. Petkov. Surely he can't mess this one up. And no, he will not. A. Petkov is in there. And Hickey's boner in third place. A podium finish. Shizno Ninja, Chicken Pants, Steel, but that DNF line is approaching quickly. There's going to be a lot of people that are about to DNF. Holy smokes, it came in from the side. Whoa, we have no idea who's in last place right now. We have no clue. Juan Antonio, thanks for the Prime sum. The Barajas, 1, thanks for the 7 months with Prime, and 2 months from That's Giovanni with Prime as well. A. Petkov, clear first. What's it going to be, ban or no ban? We have some important things to discuss. Did Yasser finish the race? Who came 69th? Who's in last place? We will find out the answers to these questions next time. I'll turn it back on for one sub. One single sub will return. Oh my god, I just saw the answers. Wow, that's really unexpected. And really, really interesting as someone who knows this information. So exciting to know the information here. Kyle is lurking. Thank you for the 8 months with Prime. Chilled Living, thanks for the gifted sub. That's going to be 2 subs, and unfortunately, we will not be returning. Thank you for the subs, though, guys. Appreciated that. We needed just 1 sub, just 1 single sub. So we'll try it again. I need 2 subs, just 2. 2 total. 2 total subs. We'll try it again. Since you guys are good with the number 2, we'll work with 2. 2 subs. I still can't believe who came in 69th. I mean, this is just wild. Totally unexpected. Zon Jones gives 3 subs. Poker Chess with 1 sub. Airbus Driver with 1 sub. Zon Jones, big Chad energy. I think we might be a little over 2, but you know what? For Zon Jones calling out the scam for what it was, will return for Zon Jones, the hero of the chat. And we're back. And we're back. Oh, we got 22. Sorry. Sorry. No, we're back off again. Airbus Driver with 22 subs. No, we're back off again. That is way, way too many. He hit 2 twice. 22 subs from Airbus Driver. Oh my god, you guys will never know the information. All right, who knows who finished in 69th place? I'm serious. When I just came back from the BRB screen, there was 69th on screen. Who saw it? Who saw it? The information was there. If you were quick, you would have seen. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you guys are too smart for me. It was Chess Dude Guy. It was Chess Dude Guy. Guys, I am so serious when I tell you that although you know who came in 69th, I'm just going to tell you the answer to one of the other pieces of information that we don't know, which is, did Yasser Serwan finish the race? And I will tell you the answer is yes. Yasser did finish the race. In last place. I told you these cliffhangers were worth it. You thought I was just making stuff up? You thought I was just making stuff up? I told you. This was some juicy information. Oh my goodness, let's ban that guy. Let's get him out of here. Let's ban this guy. Yaz walking around. Let's ban that guy. We need to get him out of here. Yasser Sarawan is in last place. And A. Petkov is in first. He says, bring those cheeks over here and lift that kimono, Yaz. He wants to ban him. Cuz789 is resubbing for 93 months. Tier 3, 93. Cuz wants a front row seat for the Yasser Sarawan ban. Eddie is wondering how many subs to take over the case. Hey, we don't do extortion here. None of that. We don't take bribes. It's the same price it's always been. 10 subs, and then the hiring fee. As always, Eddie. As always. Hey, nothing's changed around here. Cuz789, thanks for the resub. We do see a ban from A. Petkov. I think Yaz is going to be ready. But I wonder if we're going to see any representation here. A lot of people want to see Yasser behind bars, you know? They want to see that guy banned to the Shadow Realm. 25 for me, Airbus driver. But there's a lot of eligible people. By the way, A. Petkov himself is like a 2,300? At least. So there's some big hitters in chat. Anthony Atanasov will prosecute for 5. There are a lot of people who want a piece of Yaz. Yasser says, where's Big Chief? Yasser is like being taken to his execution and he's yapping from the sidelines. Hey, where's Big Chief? As he's being dragged over to the guillotine. You wonder where Magnus is at the moment? You think we need Magnus to take out Yaz? Someone from the chat should be able to do it. Someone from the chat should be able to do it. Poker Chess, thanks for the 50 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Kyle Chilled Livin's on. All right, well, we have to proceed. As of right now, it's Yasser against A. Petkov. So, Yasser, A. Petkov, chess.com. You guys know where to go. You guys know where to be. Oh, hang on just a sec here. Hang on just a sec here. Which side could Airbus be on? There are a few ways to play this. But Airbus drivers come in with 35 subs, a very specific number. Very specific. One who has read the Marbles Handbook a few times, front to back. Don't you get some say in the proceedings? This is the judicial system, Yasser. Of course not. Airbus driver says for 1 sub, we'll learn which side ABD is on. I see what you're doing there, ABD. And you know what? I like it. I like it a lot. For 1 sub, we get to know which side he's on. For 1 sub. A single sub. That's 2. Damn it. We overspent. We didn't hit the 1. GGPCTU. Oh, 10 subs. GGPCTU. Thank you for the 10. Wait, is GG trying to take a side here? One can only infer. Thank you to GGPC. Off by a lot, indeed. Slowbrah trying to get in there, pay the fee. Airbus says it's too much, but he's going to succumb to the pressure. 10 handling fees and 25 for KNVB. Fascinating stuff, Airbus. And would this be on the prosecution side? Yasser is still being shackled up. He has no say in the proceedings. Nicola, you have a pledged 50 subs for Yasser's defense. Who is defending Yasser other than Yasser, Nicola? Who could possibly be defending Yasser other than the man himself? Airbus driver is adamant that he will outbid. Holy smokes. He wants to see Yaz take an L here. Let's make sure to follow the proceedings. Airbus driver with 16 subs. So, he wants to make sure he's at 51. 51. He's going over the top. He wants to go over the top to ensure that prosecution is claimed and retained by none other than Airbus driver. A thirsty guy for a thirsty band. Yasser said he'd be honored if Nicola would save him. That's a great comment from Yasser. That is a great comment from Yasser. Yes, maybe Nicola could jump in. Big if true. Now remember, Nicola, Eric is not available to defend Yasser. As he wrote so previously in the chat, buddy, I am not Trump. You don't get a pardon from me. I'm not playing for you, dude. Let's not forget, Eric Hansen was on record. Although I'm sure he could be convinced to prosecute the guy. But he's got no interest in defending him. He wants to see him banned. Big Chief ain't in your corner, Yaz. I can tell you that for sure. Is Green Man available? I'm not sure anyone can pay that price. I'm not sure anyone can afford that. Yes, I am Wild Hacks. At the moment, I am prosecuting Yasser Seirawan. It's myself against Yaz. I have to take out this villain. And you know what? At this point, if I'm not able to take Yaz out, I myself would have to take a ban. You know, if I can't do it, then I don't deserve to be here either. Can you offer your services to defend Yasser? Of course you can. The same way that you can send a challenge on Sub Sunday. Champ Bob, thanks for the 11 months. Airbus has fully secured prosecution. Nicola, it's the same thing as when our buddy Magnus was here, remember? Magnus was offered the sun, moon, and stars, but he was firm. He said he's not on the market. not to defend. These guys like to prosecute. So you're going to have to find someone, Nicola, who's ready to go. Because Eric is pulling a Donald Trump. He ain't solving this with money. He wants to see Yasser banned, just like the rest of us. If Yasser wants to slot Nicola himself in, hey, listen, Yaz, hey, you're free to make your own choice there. You're free to make your own choice, buddy. But as of right now, it is myself prosecuting Yaz as we proceed to the arena. Yasser is running out of options. He's trying, all his buddies in high places. He's trying every last thing that he can. Bibaman. Yes. Yes, Bibaman is definitely a defense specialist. Certainly Yasser is really unlucky that he can't get representation from Bibaman. You'd want Anthony to defend you? Well, Yasser, your time is up, bud. Your time is up. You have money being thrown around, but ultimately the people here want to see one thing and one thing only. They want to see Yaz banned. You only get one bullet. Oh, you mean you want to play bullet game, Yasser? Fine. I'd be happy to oblige. Your decision. If you want to play a bullet game, your decision. Quick and painless. Quick and painless. Yes, you only get one bullet, Yasser, unless you'd like to propose. Unless you'd like to propose an alternative parameters. Can the defense have 2 minutes to secure representation? I think the defense is being outbid by the people. 2 out of 3, says Yaz. This might actually be to my benefit. Yaz says best 2 out of 3. What do the people say to that prospect? Airbus driver as lead prosecutor finds it acceptable. Okay. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, Yaz. 3 minutes, no increment, best 2 out of 3. GM Yaz on chess.com. All right. Let's find our... We need to find our Night Core. Yes. The only acceptable playlist. All right, Yaz. Good luck to Yaz. Ah! Hmm. Mm-hmm. No, not C4. What a simple move. Can we struggle? Maybe here? I'll give it to him. Very nice finish, Yaz. Whew. Good thing Yaz is the guy who said 2 out of 3. But I made it easy for him. I walked into a simple thing here. Oh, I rushed it. Oh, it's such a nice position. Oh, all right, Yaz. Let's make it 3 games, you know, for the fans. I think people wanted to see 3, right? 3 total. Oh my goodness. I guess we'll do it. Why not? Can I remember anything here? Hmm. This is tough. Mm-hmm. Maybe some compensation? Maybe some hopes and dreams? Oh no. Had to try for a win. Damn. GG's. GG's. Oh, that was a fun one. I had a good comeback there, but unfortunately, I didn't see a way to win this. Like, this was winning, but I had to trade the rooks with 5 seconds. And then here, yeah, I'm not going to win, so I had to try to go for it, but obviously we're not beating Yaz there. But maybe I could have flagged him. Oh my goodness. Yaz, you had me going there for a sec. Almost flagged you, buddy. What was that music? Wait a minute. You were listening to my high-level analysis? Yasser? Hey, whoa. Whoa. I can save some face here. Gotta be careful what you say, Yasser. The verdict was already in your favor, and Yasser's already incriminating himself again. 37 months from Zippy. Thank you, Zip, for the tier 3 as well. Oh, man. Cheers, Zippy. We have to only assume that he heard the music before it started, right? Surely. We finagled something here, but it wasn't enough. And that first game I threw, so only myself to blame for the first round. Massive L into massive KO. GG's Yasser. You know, he's a tough guy to ban, I tell you. He's a tough guy to ban, I tell you. We got dominated. GG, Yaz. You're a better prosecutor? Better prosecutor than me, that's for sure. Well, let's issue the appropriate result of said match. It pains me to do it, but I will. Ban KNVB. Now, this wasn't something that needed to happen, but I think it's fair. If I can't ban that guy, then I deserve to be banned myself. KNVB is going to be banned. Sad, sad days. But you know, what I always say, if you can't ban Yasser, then you shouldn't be here. That's why we have so many people in the chat. All of you are capable of banning Yasser at any moment. Any moment. But you choose not to. And that's admirable. That's a big choice from everyone here. Better not see KNVB in chat for a few days. It would be impossible. It would be impossible. KNVB is banned. Good riddance. Oh, he's yapping already. Great night. Thanks for the tier 3 for 33 months. Thank you, Grey Knight. Yes, Airbus driver. We had to ignore Nicola to give the fans what they were looking for. Yasser's display of dominance. I might have to pick up one of his 8 chessable courses. I decided to go against it, Airbus. Who knows if I made the right decision, because as of right now, I'm 100 subs short and I'm banned. But, you know, the people wanted to see something. And they definitely saw me get annihilated. Look at this game. I mean, I know I hung a piece, and so Yaz was always gonna win, but still, you gotta appreciate stuff like this. Gotta appreciate stuff like this. Oh. Ouch. You didn't have to make it hurt so much, Yasser. GG. That concludes our marbles on quite literally a high. It doesn't get better than this. You literally banned the guy who's doing all the marbles races. There's no better conclusion. And technically, even though Yasser wasn't prosecuting, he actually was responsible for yet another ban. You know what? I'm going to add it to your record, Yasser. I'm going to add it to your record. We'll count it. That's a ban on Yasser's record. And he remains at 100%. GG. Good stuff, guys. We got bans literally in every single marbles race, so I would say we're spoiled today. Definitely spoiled. We'll end our marbles on an all-time low for me, but an all-time high for everyone. You literally cannot do better than that, so we're not even going to try. I think this is the one case where even the chat might say, you know what? I think we were satisfied. I think we got our fair share of bans today. And I'll ban my Night Core for you as well. I'll spare you listening to that too. You did finish the race, Yasser, in the most vulnerable spot possible. GG, Yaz. Thanks for tuning into our marbles session. There is no more marbles today, you addicts. Not today. But the stream's not ending. We're still going. Remember, everybody wave to Chess TV. I didn't just have you guys here. I decided to bring a larger crowd to watch me get banned. I don't know what conspired in the universe to make that happen, but for some reason I wanted a larger crowd to see that. Oops. Let's change our title here. Yasser, thanks for stopping by. Everyone say bye to Yaz. Provided us a ton of entertainment tonight. He got to bear witness to a lot of fun marbles races, matches, bans. Take care, Yaz. That was a lot of fun. Couldn't quite take the old guy down. I'll get you next time. Good night, Yaz. His closing comment is, personally, I'd go to Aruba. I'm not banned from the country, Yaz. I thought it was just a stream ban. I didn't realize Yasser was deporting me to Aruba. Jeez. I didn't realize what was on the line there. It was a memorable one, Eddie. Not one easily forgotten. All right, I'm gonna switch my account here. What a session. What a session. It is Captain Micmac. There's no better way for me to, like, now that I've taken, you know, L's, I'm banned thanks to Yasser, I have to play with the inmates. Like, I don't have any other choice. So we're going to play on the Slowbrah account against the 1900 inmates. This is my only option, my only avenue. So, rapid chess. This is the come down after the high. Hopefully we don't fall too hard. I'm going to jump right into a slow chess game. Against someone more my level that I could actually beat. A 1900. Or hopefully someone even lower. No. I see what's happening. I see what's happening. I've been banned, and now no one wants to play against me. I see what's happening. Yasser made everyone aware on chess.com. I've been blacklisted from the industry, you know? This is a sad day. We'll try again. I thought he was going to do it too. I said, damn, what has Yasser done to my career? D4. Well, JL, I would have been in for it, but not possible against this, so. C4. Wow. We got an 1825 here. Sure. Let's go for it. Against my better judgment, let's give the Budapest a go in the slow time control of rapid. Going to attack this pawn. It's going to get defended. We'll bring this bishop out for a nice check. Knight c3, a very energetic move, so not knight d2. Again, hitting the pawn. There's only one move that really can be played, and it's queen d5. And my opponent's choosing one of definitely the most ambitious lines against this entire opening. Queen d3. So we're going to go d6. This pawn is being hit, and we certainly can't allow that. Let's see if we can manage. My opponent goes e3. All right. So, how are we going to proceed? I believe that the move is knight here. So I think I'm going to continue with knight e5. G3, I think we would castle and try to put pressure on e2, but against e3, I think if I just let him castle, I don't really have anything going for me, so I'm going to go for this knight e5 move. Hitting the queen and kind of asking him, like, do you want to take on e5? It's an option. We'll see how he reacts to this. Okay, knight captures e5. Let's go in for this. And definitely this move is possible, but bishop g3 is so solid and keeps an eye on this pawn, so I feel like this is a little bit more logical. But also, remember, this goes for maybe a trade, which is certainly what you want to do when you're up material. And my opponent is up a pawn. So it's hard to say which one he's going to choose. But if I am remembering correctly, what we want to make sure to do here is actually castle in this direction. So my next move will most likely be bishop here and castle to bring a rook immediately to the d file. And he doesn't have any move like in the center at all to hit this pawn. So even though I can't defend this pawn with anything, he also can't attack it. So I'm going to castle, bring a rook to d8, and we'll move the king over, put our bishop on the c6 square, and maybe just launch these pawns with some sort of kingside attack. So that's generally going to be my plan as I remember it from looking at our chessable course. So let's see if that works. That's what I'm going to go for, though. Can you post a 50 sub bail to free him on early? You know, something tells me, Nicola, that you've enjoyed this far too much. I'm going to castle. And I'd like to play bishop c6, but let's remember one thing. Queen f5 check, I do not want to allow. So I need to play king over first. But I imagine that my opponent's going to be annoyed by this and probably move their queen. So I would not be surprised to see queen c2 here. XDR Jake, thank you for the 7 months with Prime. ISO Grid user with a couple subs for us here. Queen c2. Understandable. Yeah, I think we want to play king b8 here. Basically, bishop c6 we want to do, but I'm looking at this check, and I'm not really loving having to deal with that. King here. If bishop f3, I mean, we always have this at some point as well, so yeah, I think we'll just play king b8, not to allow queen f5 check. And our next move, we definitely want to play bishop here. It'll guard threats on the b file, and it'll have some ideas over here, and we just want to send the pawns at that point. Good night to Airbus driver. I hope you enjoyed the festivities this fine evening. Thank you for your part in it. And wow, he long castles as well. Nicola with 50 subs. He wasn't joking about the KNVB unban, and to show you that it has happened, Nicola. I will go ahead and put that into effect. You're a mod, so I think you can see what actions were just taken. So there you go. Very considerate, keeping in mind the events of today. Thank you for the 50 subs, Nicola. Yeah, I heard there were rumblings of that this evening, Tim and ABD. Long castle from my opponent here. Cheers to ABD, Nicola, and all the sub-gifters today. That was definitely a lot of fun. So, long castle. I know I want my bishop here. I don't see a world where it goes anywhere else, so I'm probably just going to do it. Do I want to play queen a3 at all? I mean, he has king b1 or just queen b2, and not loving it. If I go here, then we might see f3, because remember, I'm threatening the g2 pawn there. I feel like this is the only real consideration. So yeah, let's just do it. It's on the best possible square on the board. It also threatens a pawn. Let's just see how he reacts to it. Because f3, we can also jump this queen out to c5, which could have a nice effect. Queen a3, queen b2, I just didn't really have an answer for. I'd like to do this and meet king b1 with bishop a4, maybe. But queen there, queen b2, I didn't really know how to handle. So I'm going to start with the move that I know to be good, bishop c6. Feels like I can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I can push the e-pawn to stop this, but the e4 square, the bishop's diagonal, and the fact that this bishop becomes open after I play e4 are all reasons why I actually don't want my pawn there. I actually want my pawn here. Notice how my pawn is covering dark squares and my pieces are kind of covering light squares around it. So I maintain control of a lot of squares here. But if I push it forward, I lose control permanently of a lot of squares as well. So I'm a little iffy to play this. There might be a position where I need to, but in general, I'm not really sold on it. Got your number. You're exactly right. Lane 8, buddy. So f3 played, and again, he's controlling e4 and blocking this bishop, so this move makes a lot of sense. I like queen c5 in general. That's a tough pawn to defend. He can push, or he can play bishop f2. Now, is this queen good here, or is it good here? Because I could check and then come back to c5. Is that anything? One thing we want to be careful of, I think, is not to just trade every rook off the board. I think that's something to avoid. It'll be better for me if there are pieces on the board to play with. One piece that I'm just not convinced by right now is my stupid knight. What is it doing? Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of playing this, but I feel like this queen is actually worse on b2, so I'm gonna go here. I don't think he can play this. Like, it is possible, but I don't think it's good. So I'll start with this, then I'll retreat and attack this pawn. He'll have to defend it somehow. There's only so many ways. And then after that, I'll make sure to play a5. I think that'll accomplish a few things for me. So let's start with this check. I know this is really weird, but I'm actually going to do this on purpose to force the king away. And this could be the wrong idea. I don't know. I don't think he can play here. It just looks really suspect. So I think he's going to go queen b2. But then I want to drop back here, hit this pawn. My follow-up move is going to be a5. That will stop queen b4, because here, queen b4 is actually an amazing move. It forces a queen trade, and it undoubles the pawns. So that's a nightmare. I don't want to allow that. So I'm going to put my queen here and then play a5. That will facilitate an escape square for my king. And our queen is also going to be guarding this pawn. So once we play a5, our queen is actually kind of secure on this square. He has to react to this. And I think that the queen is worse on b2 than it is on c2. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I'm claiming right now. So if he goes bishop f2, I mean, he's walking into a pin as well, and the bishops don't look great there. I mean, yeah, they have a future someday, but they don't look great. And if he goes e4, then the e3 square is a target. So this could be the wrong idea. We'll wait and see. But my plan, like I said, is this move next. Escape square stops that. In general, I think it's the right idea. Okay, he's going to take. Obviously, we have to take back. And then he's going to go bishop back to f2. Okay. I don't really have the liberty of playing any move except this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I think I need to stop this. Also, it gives my king a square. And he can't quite play this, but he's about to. I still have some hard work to do in this position. Yeah, so he really wants to play e4. Not much I can do about that. I can play e4 myself. The question is, do we want to? e4, f4. I mean, I want to shut the bishop down, but I'm not sure I can afford to. Not sure I can afford to let e4 happen. So yeah, I think we do want to play this. So let's go for e4. It's gonna block the bishop. It sucks. I want to leave my pawn here, believe me, but I don't think I can deal with this. So I'm gonna do this, and after f4, then maybe can we take this knight and start to repurpose it properly? I'm actually thinking of rook d3 in that position. That looks like a pretty interesting move to me. Takes, e4, queen c4. That feels like kind of interesting compensation. Let me start with what's obvious. I need to play this move. So after f4, I think I have an interesting choice. Rook d3 is actually kind of like really catching my eye. But apart from that, maybe it's time to recycle this knight to b6. I'm going to have to deal with rook d1, d4 in that position, which is going to be so uncomfortable. So I'm actually more interested in rook d3. I think rook d3 seizes the position. But of course, he doesn't have to play this. Taking looks awful, so I don't think he's going to do that. He could move the rook, but it would be, I guess, a little normal to do this. So remember, once you move the rook, and if I take, the position is wide open. There's lots of hanging pawns. I have random moves like queen h5, hitting 2 pawns, queen e5, queen f5, queen g5. It's just a lot to calculate. Rook d1 also, of course, you have to take with the king, which is like immediately stuff is falling. So e4 is crucial. Had to stop e4 from white. And honestly, I don't think there's anything that's more in the spirit of this game than this move. Like I think it just has to happen. Okay, so he does go here. Understandable, because honestly, this didn't look that good. But here's the issue. So first of all, I'm going to start by taking. I don't need to, but if he takes with the bishop, there's already a hanging pawn. So it's a good start, right? I can also take this. I think that I'm at least winning my pawn back, and that feels like a good sign. Do I want to leave my pawn on e4? Kind of feeling like the answer is yes to that. Queen takes c4. He has a lot of options. Bishop e2 seems to be the most forcing. Is any other move we could go to f1? Why didn't white take with the king? Well, then you have to calculate all these checks. You're at least losing a pawn. I think bishop takes is probably the right one. Here is going to be played. And then where do we want to put that queen? I'm just trying to see if there's, I don't know, there's ways for me to be a bit trickier here. Because this move permits him to go here, and all sorts of freeing moves. So I'm actually looking at knight d7 now. That's the move I'm fixated on. Knight d7 with the idea to bring the knight in with maybe more devastating effect. Knight here. If queen there, knight e5. Queen here, we have knight d3. And if f4 to stop knight e5, then maybe knight b6, and we continue to enter with the knight. I'm really feeling like I'd like knight d7 here. This, I don't know, I don't quite like it. White's gonna play this, gonna play c4. Just all sorts of things are gonna start to open up. I can't say I'm a fan. I like how these two pawns block all these diagonals, and there's just nothing ever, nothing to ever worry about. I also don't like including this move because the move e4 can be thrown in at some point, like takes, and then e4, and so I want him to take and have these double pawns blocking his bishops everywhere. So knight here, bishop here, we can also take that. I think I've convinced myself, maybe for the wrong reasons, but I'm going to go knight d7. I just have this good feeling about this move. This is the one piece that's been bad the whole game, so it follows the principle of activating your worst piece. And I really like the prospects of bringing this knight in. And if we get an opposite bishop position, that's going to favor me, as long as queens are on the board. So something like, I don't know, for example, this, takes, that favors me. And this A-pawn, I can't stress enough how much of a hero he is. Stopping queen b4, the fact that my queen is unopposed on c5 makes all the difference here. Easter Fry, thanks for the 7 months with Prime. Michael J, 37. Thanks for the Prime. 23 months. Almost the big 2-year resub with us. And 29 months with Prime from Fry Daddy 357. Long time. Thanks, you guys. I would almost never, Zinger, make some kind of conclusion that a position favors me because I'm a stronger player. Chess is a very objective game. So no, I mean that the actual position favors me. I mean, his bishop here, right? He'll have pawns here, here, and here. So if you look at the scope of that bishop, it pretty much doesn't exist. And what's it doing there? Whereas my bishop can come into some meaningful diagonals like this. And with my queen, I can make some serious checkmate threats against the king. Opposite bishops always favor the person who's attacking. Because I'm attacking with my queen and bishop on light squares, and my opponent is trying to defend, but can't ultimately defend the light squares. Because they have a dark square bishop. So let's go here. Again, I don't want to take with the queen because I feel like I'll get booted out by the bishop. So I'm trying to take with the knight first. We'll see how this works. Would I consider pushing the a5 pawn? Literally never. This would be an awful move because it allows queen b4 once again. So yeah, this a pawn is currently a hero because it's on a5. I need to have some control of the dark squares. Remember, I don't even have a dark square bishop, so even playing the move e4 was not what I wanted to do. It works and it was necessary because we wanted to close the bishop. Didn't want to let e4 happen, but I generally would like my pawns to be kind of controlling some dark squares for me. So this guy is the last semblance of hope that I have left at controlling any dark squares. And again, the only reason I claim to like my position so much is because of that bishop. It just doesn't have anywhere to go. And it needs to stay here to watch that pawn. Notice how this queen just has no options to trade. So important. So bishop maybe b3. I probably will just take the pawn with my knight, but that would be the only situation where I'd ever consider moving an a pawn, and I'd have to be pretty damn sure that it works. Okay, so queen d2. I had a feeling that my opponent was going to go for something like this, but let's not forget, knight c4 and queen a3 will make an actual checkmate threat. So if I take here, I think what he's intending is a rather devious set of moves. Queen check, and then queen d4 to trade. It's actually so annoying. Ugh. Yeah, that's actually really annoying. Because we should be winning the game here with like knight takes c4, but check and queen d4 is saving at the last moment. If I check first, king b1, knight takes c4, there's once again check and check. And, well, it's not the end of the world for me, but I have to bring my knight back. And if I go king here first, well, then queen here pins my knight. And again, I'm not really threatening anything. Plus, if I somehow defend this, like king c8 or bishop d7 or whatever, then queen d4, and after this, I can't really get in there with that move. So that is goddamn annoying. That is a good move. Wow, that's a good find. Queen d2. Yeah, this is exactly why I was saying if this pawn was on e5, of course the position couldn't exist, but if the pawn was on e5, that's why these dark square pawns are so important. Hmm. Well, this is so annoying. Hmm. This is a very important moment. Okay, so here's what I've decided. And I don't even like this. So I think I'm going to go here. Basically, I didn't see any of this stuff working on account of check and queen d4. So he can still go queen d4, which is actually a problem. But what I think I'm going to do is check. I guess king here. And maybe c5. We'll see. Again, I need to start controlling these squares. Like, if the queen can access them, I'm in big trouble. And I don't think I can trade the queen, so what I really want is to play this, and then play pawn to c5. That will block that diagonal. My king can truly hide there, but it's going to be at the cost of maybe my whole position. We should point out, though, that, okay, obviously white's going to do something, but let's say that they don't, I'm threatening this, and that's not hanging because that's mate, no matter where the king goes. That's what I wanted to do on the last turn, but he had check and queen d4, which is like insane. Hanging on by a thread. So I'm trying to play this, and then this to attack the queen, and that will free up my king to hide here and my knight to be able to move. So I think I'm reasonably happy with this, but not fully. And I never wanted to take with the queen because he's always going to go here. I'm always comforted by the fact that this bishop truly doesn't exist in this game, but he does have an extra pawn, and we can't forget that when we might be heading into an endgame. It's very relevant information. Okay, so he identified basically that if I check, he goes here, right? But he also identified that if he goes here, I go here and play c5. That was all correct by him. But what I'm not sure that he identified was that I actually have a threat in this position, which is knight takes c4. So even though I'm hanging my bishop, queen a3, you can put your king in either square, and this is checkmate. The knight covers d2, your bishop takes away d1, so knight c4 can be played. The queen can't step up because you allow checkmate. You can go here, but then queen a3 and probably bishop a4 or something. There's got to be some checkmate there. At the very least, knight takes c4 should be played, so we're definitely going to play it. Still a little bit tricky. Queen here. Okay, there's check, king b1. And if bishop a4, there's queen c1. So it's amazing, right? We're not actually doing it yet. Still haven't won. I also can't start with this. If I go here, I'm walking into a pin that is probably okay, but I think we should probably avoid it for now. Check here and queen d6. I'm kind of liking. Just looks a little interesting. So let's start with this check. And he's going to go king here. Bishop here, there's queen c1. It's actually so frustrating that there's no win there. So bishop takes, maybe it's good enough, but it's frustrating there's no crushing win. So do we want to go here or do we want to go here? This is if I believe there's like some sort of forced type of continuation. Bishop a4 seemingly wins a piece. I think it's got to be bishop a4 because we can just take on d1. Yeah, and this guy's protected. So you have to cover b2. So this isn't an option. Queen c1 is the only move, and it actually even took me a while to realize that after queen c1, I can take here, and you can't actually take it because of this, but most importantly that this is defended. That's what needed a second to clue in. And so yeah, now we'll be winning. But yeah, this bishop just has literally not played the game of chess. He signed up to play, he went to f4, and he just like went to f2 and got absolutely blocked by his pawns the entire game. GG. Let's see how many of our moves the engine dislikes. I felt like I had a very good understanding of what we needed to do. Well, 98.3, I think we had a pretty good understanding. Even though it was a really well-fought game by my opponent, I definitely felt like I had a very good understanding in general of what was needed. So we gave our Budapest a try, right? Had to. This is all from the course, as far as I remember. That's why you're seeing it's still a book move. D6, and then E3. So after E3, I'm pretty sure knight E5 is the move. And this is all from our course. So I'll even show you what I mean. So yeah, we've been looking at the Budapest, right? And so D4, bishop F4, knight there, knight F3, bishop B4, knight C3, takes, queen E7, queen D5, which is a great move, F6, takes, queen D3, D6, E3, and you'll notice the line continues, knight E5. So this is all from this chessable course that I'd looked at. Knight takes E5, pawn takes, bishop g3, bishop d7, bishop e2, castles. And in this case, the only lines analyzed in the course were castles. So yeah, we were kind of on our own here, but I knew that the plan was king there and bishop c6. And then back to our game, we played knight e5, takes, bishop back to g3, bishop d7, castle. So this was all, and if he had castled, then I would have played king b8 and bishop c6. But he went queen c2, bishop c6, of course. There's always that move, but no, I didn't want to play bishop c6 here because in the course, it had always been king b8 first. I think it's a safer move in general. So I'm going to do it, king b8. And then he long castled here. Now, he probably regretted this one. We went bishop c6. And then f3 was totally expected because I actually thought this was a reasonable try. You want to control this square. You want to block this diagonal. It makes a lot of sense, actually. Now here is where I decided to go for something very specific. So I decided to play queen a3, and this was like all very intentional. Sure, the engine's going to have some reservations about this, but yeah, that's what I decided to go for. Knight d7 was another idea to improve that piece. e4 voluntarily is actually an idea. I have to be honest, I'm not sure that I like it, but the engine really just likes black's position, and I wasn't so sure my position was that good. I went queen c5, takes, bishop f2. And now if you ask me, the move queen b4 is insanely strong. And I'm sure that the longer you let the engine sit and think about the position, the more it's going to love a5, certainly compared to the other options. So a5 is the best move here. Like, I'm sure of it. There's nothing that would convince me. Queen b4 is such a strong move. Like, literally the only other move given is like queen f8. But look, it's starting to love a5. a5 is a really nasty move. And then when I play it, it gives it an inaccuracy. So the engine, like sometimes I meme about this, but truly the engine doesn't understand how good of a move a5 is. Actually, a5 is very strong here. Super multi-purpose, but also stopping queen b4. It's literally the best move in the position, but it's getting this inaccuracy, which is so wildly offensive. Rook f1 to play e4. Now I have to play e4. He goes rook d1. We takes with the bishop. I believe this is the best. And then now this is a tough spot, but I think that knight d7 will take over queen takes c4, according to the engine. And you'll slowly see it start to agree with me here as well. Knight d7, not showing some restraint, not grabbing this free pawn, but recycling my knight to these fantastic light squares in the position and making use of the fact that this dark square bishop is terrible. So yes, queen takes c4 is a great move. You can't go wrong taking a pawn, but knight to d7, I think shines much brighter. That knight reroute really hurts. So we go knight here. Now we bring the knight to b6. Queen d2, honestly, it gets an exclamation mark from chess.com. I actually fully agree with that. I thought this, and I said during the game, I was like, this actually is a sick move. Because it looks like knight takes c4 is an issue, but this actually was a very good move. Queen d4, super resourceful. This would save the game. So, we're not going to play knight takes c4, and instead, I decided on bishop d7. So once again, queen takes c4. I think the engine really likes the idea of taking the pawn, but I don't know. The longer you let the engine sit there, I feel like the more it's going to like bishop d7. Bishop d7 to me is a class move. If you can't play queen d4, then I'm liking bishop d7 more and more. So I don't know. Bishop d7, I wonder what the move is against that. Bishop e2, interesting. Bishop d7, bishop e2. And it still doesn't really come to a resolution in that line. So I'd be interested to know if queen c4 or bishop d7 was better. But I have to say, I was always just whisked away from queen takes c4 after some calculation because I was like, I can take that whenever I want to, and I'd love to take it with the knight. So I decided to go here. I was pretty happy with this move. h3 is definitely a mistake, and the game effectively just ends right here by the exact line that was played. But if he goes for queen here, I was going to go queen a3 check. And if king b1, then I was going to go for c5 and run my king to a7. So bishop e6 apparently is a great move. Didn't really think about that. I was probably going to go here. And after queen takes e4, if that's the move, what do we do now? Knight a4? I guess there's bishop takes. Queen takes c3, queen c2. Just surviving. Take c3, queen c2. Check. Queen here. Knight takes c4. Yeah, I guess I have to play an endgame here. Interesting. Yeah, so not actually well calculated by me. I was intending c5, although maybe I would take a moment here and find a better move. But my intention was c5, I have to say, because of queen d6, I wanted king a7, and then our pieces are all ready to go. So yeah, maybe I would have had a tougher game here. But to be honest, I'm not sure I would have just played c5 because I would have had to calculate this, and that doesn't look very convincing. So it's possible we could have found the move eventually, but bishop b6 is tough. Wasn't what I was looking at all. I was only looking at c5. So we go knight takes c4. It gets a brilliancy. I actually thought that the brilliancy might have been bishop a4 here, which I'm wondering why this doesn't get a brilliancy. Because it's also hanging in peace, but okay, knight c4, brilliant. And we just take here, and we're going to be up a piece, and we're going to win that game. And, you know, that's a lot straight out of the chessable course. Like, we basically took this entire line, put it in action in a slow game, and we're able to come away with a pretty resounding victory. I think his long castle move he regrets. But I think we played all the ideas. Got all the ideas on the board pretty nicely, and if he had castled kingside, we would have gone for a kingside attack with bishop c6, so that would have been the plan. I think that was a pretty good game. Pretty instructive one. On like some patience shown to not rush and take this pawn, and especially the moves like pawns e5 and a5. It's actually a really, it's really a high-level game, kind of tough to explain. There are so many decisions like not taking the pawn and rerouting the knight that are so key to secure an advantage there, but so tough to explain. It takes a lot of experience just like playing these positions to I guess have that inclination that, oh, I need to like wait. I don't think like taking the pawn is the right thing to do. So kind of funny that, you know, our like inaccuracies and mistakes weren't necessarily inaccuracies and mistakes. Yeah, I think A5 was the one they didn't like. I wonder which one the mistake was. They're saying I had a mistake. Which one is the mistake? That's inaccurate. Oh no, that wasn't me. Okay, I was gonna say. Where was the mistake? So actually, the only thing tainting my record is the best move of the game. The best move of the game. A5. This is literally the move I was most proud of in the game. The engine knows it's the best move eventually, but I'm getting shafted on this analysis because the chess.com engine didn't realize how good it was. Damn, there goes my 99 accuracy. Latinum, thanks for the 5 subs. Quick sync go from Latinum. That was a pretty good game. I'm happy with that. Thong Me, thank you for the 35 months. Tier 3 from Thomas. Appreciate that a lot, buddy. Better than chess.com's Stockfish, Zippy, that's for sure. Catch 64, 32 months with Prime. And JBell 2024, 42 months, also with Twitch Prime. Thank you to Joe. Hello, Benny Guitar. You want to get in our NBA fantasy, buddy? Hey, let's, enough of that there, Royal Fork. Hush, hush now. You got the account, Zippy? Did you put a deposit in and get the gallery dues matched? Oh, nice. Do you want to pop in our NBA or are you already in there? Sweet, man. You got the killer deposit bonus. Exclamation mark NBA, Zippy. See if you can jump in using that first link there. This is one of those ones where it's like, maybe if you see it's 98.5 here. Analyze it again. Analyze it again. You know, refresh. Analyze it again. I need them to reanalyze. Send it back to the lab, you know? Send it back to the lab. I need a retrial. We need another count. Go Zippy. And if anyone else wants to join our NBA, we definitely have some spots. I know a few people have these spots from Discord, but we're definitely not full yet. But getting close. Getting close. All right, that was a good slow chess game. I might do another one. That was me typing Ubits, yeah. If you mean exclamation mark NBA. Which link did you click, Zippy? The first one? Is this link should take you there. Is it not? You'll get in, Thomas? Love to have you, buddy. Be good to get a few more names in here. Put the pressure on everyone to join. We're definitely going to get it drafted soon. NBA starts next, Tuesday? Yo, that'd be sweet. Big Thong Me. Well, Thong Me, Zippy, if you... Does the link work for you, by the way, Thong Me? Oh, yeah, I see it filled. That must be Zippy that just got in. Oh, no, that was you. Well, hey, it works. You just got in. Awesome. Okay, so it does work. It does work. We'll get Zippy in there, I guess. Got to get you in, Zip. Put pressure on everyone else. Thanks for joining there, Thomas. We're halfway filled. I know there's some others in Discord that need to be poked and prodded. We got Cuz, Ubitsia in there. Trying to get this filled so we can get that draft underway. Hey, Nicola. Oh, we got Big Tim in. Sneaky Tim. Getting in there as well. Perfect. Thank you, Tim. Nicola, so I think we can fill it by tomorrow. Tomorrow night seems like a pretty good, pretty likely option. On Saturday, Eric and I are going to Edmonton for Dustin's chess boxing. So I won't be able to host the draft on Saturday or on Sunday. So we'll definitely be able to host it on Monday. But I was thinking like tomorrow night, it's just yeah, Friday night would be the best time. This is a NBA fantasy pool for the regular season of NBA that's about to start. We have a bunch of other pools going with like some people in chat, like our community. It's pretty fun, pretty competitive. Put some skin in the game, and then there's a nice payout at the end. This is a $50 entry, and you can see, yeah, you know, first pays out $320. Third place gets your money back. And we also have a sign-up bonus on Underdog Fantasy, which is the app and site that we use to do these. So you get a nice deposit bonus. They'll match your money up to $100, so pretty sweet. So if you put in $25, they'll match 25. That's your 50. You can enter our pool with that, our draft. Or if you want to put in 100, you get 100, and you can play like a bunch of our different pools for other sports as well. Or you can use it to do the pick'ems on the site, which are probably honestly the most fun. But NBA starting soon. I'm definitely excited. So yeah, if you're interested in joining, we'd love to have you. Late night or early night? Good question, Tim. I can host it early night, like 5 p.m., but I'm well aware that that might not be the best time for everyone. So Eric's around to host it later in the evening. So I think we're going to choose the one that's better for people, but I believe that generally a bit later, you know, everyone's post-work, etc., will just be better for everyone overall. Are we going to get Nicola in? Jeez, Nicola's he's feeling himself after today's festivities and the Jets winning a couple in a row. Go, Nicola. What NBA team does Nicola support, I wonder? Do you think, J-Ball? I was wondering. Very high-value team, no? Big New York guy, for sure. So Zippy, what's the situation? We might need to get Cuz's, tech support on the line. Zippy having trouble joining. Everyone else seems to be working for everyone else. Are you on the app, by the way, Zippy, or are you on the site on desktop? Because whichever one you're using, maybe try using the other. They do have an app. There was one guy who had trouble joining from one of those two, and he used the other one, and it worked. So that would be my first piece of advice, because it should 100% work with one of them. But yeah, they have an app, which is nice anyway. You can draft from the app. You can track the scores. So the app's like pretty nice to have anyway. You can log in with your same account. But let me know if it doesn't work on the app or on browser. You might be in the same boat as Ubitzia. So maybe we get... let's play... Classic song, classic song. So is that Ubitzia or is that Zip? That was Nicola. Nicola made it. Go, Nicola. I'd love that. Essie. That would be pretty cool. I'd be playing every day. So yeah, plan is to host it most likely tomorrow night and on stream. Root for the Nets. Noted. Noted. Thanks for getting in there, Nicola. I'm excited. No, it's better than the Knicks. Has to be. The Brooklyn Nets are a star-studded team. Big vaccine guy. All right, let me make a role in the Discord, and I'll tag everybody. Okay, let's add. So Nicola, we got Badkins. Mobile works? Hey. Perfect. Go Zippy. Awesome. We got you in. Yeah, most likely tomorrow night, Zippy. But I'm going to post and tag lots in our Discord, so look out for that. See if I can get everyone in here. All right. So we got Nicola, Cuz, Badkins, Pig Ubitsia, Tim, Thong Me, and then Zippy, right? Yep, it'll be tomorrow night, Zippy. That's the plan. We got, hey, there's Zippy. Nice. I remember that, Nicola. Oof. Do I remember all of that? Maybe not all of that, but I remember most of that. Because when I know a lot of the rosters. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I think it's pretty common that when kids are younger and they play like the video games, NBA 2K, whatever, NHL, NFL, you become very knowledgeable of rosters from random ass years. Like I could recite to you like the 2006 rosters from like random sports years. So when people are like, "Oh yeah, I was a big fan of this team when like this guy was playing," I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know him." They're like, "Oh shit, really? You know him?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I was playing him in like NBA 2K every day after school." So I know like a lot about the rosters from maybe exactly about 20 years ago. There you go, Angry. Too real. '94 Sixers. Allen Iverson, Ubitsia, that's the only guy on the Sixers that anyone needs to know, should know. No one cares about anyone else. Yeah, the Pistons, I remember that as well. The Pistons, Big Wallace. Oh yeah. Oh, the Damons. Get another slow game. Well, I might head over to our Kick channel, JL. But yeah, maybe I could do another one. We are, I don't know, maybe we're slightly close to 2,000. Chauncey Billups, baby. All right, thanks for getting in our draft here. We're waiting for 3 more people. We should be able to fill that up for tomorrow night. The draft will start when it's full. So I'm tagging everyone in our fantasy sports channel tomorrow night, probably after 7 p.m. Eric will be on stream, so he'll host it. But that's when we'll do the NBA $50 league. And if there's interest, just letting you guys know, if there's interest, we can do a $200 entry league if there's enough big shots that want to really risk something over the season. I've done one of those before. It's a lot of fun. So if anyone wants to do that, let me know in the Discord. If you'd be interested, we can do a head count. And then I'm happy to draft that one on Monday if there's enough activity. So, but the 200 league is actually quite fun. There's some real winnings at stake as well. Only for the degens, though, of course. So, I'm going to head over to our Kick channel. I hope to bring the lot of you with me. There's been rumblings, Tim, I've heard of some late night action, but late. There's football on and there's hockey on right now, so lots of good stuff to keep everyone occupied. But rumblings of some Big Chief late night streams. But it will be over on our Kick channel, kick.com/Chessbrah. I hope you guys have had fun today. If you have, it would mean a lot if you join me over on Kick, especially if you don't have an account there. Make one and drop us a follow. That would be awesome. Yeah, some big Thursday energy. Thanks for tuning in. Both Ubitsia. Well, the sleeper's happening anyway, so I'm talking about an extra underdog one. Take care, guys. See you in just 30 seconds. I'll be over on Kick, so I'm going to turn the stream off and boot it right back up. See you on Kick. Don't go anywhere. I think I'm going to play another slow chess game. See if we can get some openings for JL Pauls. All right. Fun stream over here on Twitch. Let's see if we can do better on Kick. BRB.